Well, this week, Memphians expressed that the Memphis Safe Task Force is making them feel anything but safe after 4 deadly shootings in 3 months. On Wednesday, 47-year-old Alfonso Ivy was killed while agents tried to arrest him on drug charges in East Memphis. Sunday morning, on July 5th, 2 National Guardsmen shot and killed Tyron Johnson downtown. DEA agents shot and killed Darren Pigram while trying to serve Pigram a warrant during his shift at Burger King in Fraser. And while responding to a call about a man armed with a gun threatening to harm himself, an agent shot 25-year-old Jonah Neal. Investigators reported that all these men were armed, and in Ivy's case that he allegedly pointed a gun at agents. Memphians packed State Senator London Lamar's town hall in Orange Mound this week. It didn't go quite as planned once people started expressing their frustrations about the task force and XAI.
Law enforcement killings in months in this one city is unheard of.
Y'all done let people come in here draining the aquifers, and you've been there 8 years, ain't we? I ain't heard nothing from you. In the military right down the street, I got an army occupying Jews grocery store.
If the governor decides to bring the National Guard here or keep them here, that's his decision alone. It does not fall under authority of the legislative branch.
Excuse me. Now, I understand there's a lot of high emotions in here about different issues. But one thing is we're not going to do is you cannot represent me. What you just did to this community is outrageous. You are lying.
Part of that group had members from Indivisible Memphis who came out later saying most of their frustrations were supposed to be expressed towards Police Chief C.J. Davis, who was not in attendance. So, Reverend Whalum, did State Senator London Lamar deserve that type of outburst?
I don't think so. I think that she has done a reputable job in the state Senate, but there are a couple of things I notice about the setting itself. I live in Orange Mound. I'm from Orange Mound. I grew up in Orange Mound, and that the majority of the people in that room do not live in Orange Mound. I can just tell.
Yeah, right.
And it was very organized. I find it hard to believe that just a group of people just showed up without an agenda. I don't believe that. I'm not going to say what I do believe, but no, Senator Lamar did not deserve that. But this is politics in Memphis. It can be a cutthroat, rough and tumble situation, and I just hope that she will. Well, she's got tough skin. So.
And Susan and Otis, feel free, whichever one wants to answer this. We just heard from Senator Marsha Blackburn saying that, you know, Memphians are quite happy with the Memphis Safe Task Force, and other towns are looking, or cities are looking to Memphis as a model. But then we hear from Memphians who are very upset about it. Is she a little bit out of touch?
Well, that just tells you she really doesn't have a pulse on this community whatsoever. And I mean, I just think that the way she answers questions, it tells us that Memphis, she just doesn't care about Memphis. I think that London Lamar took one for the troopers, and she did well and the best she could. She's a good politician. She's a smart woman, and she's a formidable candidate in the Democratic primary.
Yeah, I think she did not deserve it. She is a seasoned elected official right now, and she took one for the team, so I'll give her credit for that. It's going to be tough for her to win this Democratic nomination, though, because of the momentum that Justin J. Pearson has. But let me briefly address the overriding issue here of those fatal shootings. Especially the one involving the National Guard. Now, they're saying the one downtown after the 4th of July.
Tyron Johnson.
Yeah, if they're saying that he had a gun and he turned around and pointed at him, show us some evidence of that. The problem here is that when the National Guard was deployed, the governor said they would not be armed. At some point, they became armed, and they're doing more than just sort of standing around and sort of assisting. They're actively involved in law enforcement to the point where they are shooting suspects. Wear some body cameras if that's the case, so we can see what's going on here. There's been a lot of distrust about the task forces in other cities, and it's showing up here now. Let's have some more transparency.
It's my understanding that the Memphis police are always supposed to be together with the National Guard. Where were the Memphis police on these issues?
And where's the body camera from them?
Well, the longer they take to withhold that kind of evidence, the more distrust there'll be in the community. I think that's unfortunate.
That's right.
Okay, that's a good point to end on. You all did a great job with this one. And thank you all for watching. We hope you'll join us next week for ABC24 This Week. Thank you.